For the second year in a row, the Bills face the Titans on prime time. Can Tennessee take down the AFC East champs? We'll find out next on Monday night.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines to try and wear down these defenses.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Derrick Henry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes It's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Singletary loses it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Gregory Rousseau in there to bury him for a loss of 11. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking in zone for Jones. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out come the Bills. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That's me, baby. Turn it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin, Matt Hawk, to punt for Buffalo. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From the 16, Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over again on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Singletary, they'll run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Demarcus Robinson, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. And meanwhile, for the Titans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills' offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is There's a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Allen steps away to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Danico Autry is in on the stop. 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Henry running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. 2nd and 10. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
Very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jake Kumaro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Able to find Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing, Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the busy night for Henry continues. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Titans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.